So currently in lockdown at the moment, and one of the movies that I watched was Victor Crowley, and this movie is streaming on Amazon Video Prime. And this is a movie I haven't seen since it came out in 2016, 2017, whenever it initially came out. And the first three Hatchet movies I really enjoy. I really love the first two movies. The third movie I think is okay, but Victor Crowley, I don't think this movie is necessary. Like, I remember really disliking it when it came out, and upon rewatching it this time around, I still feel the same about it, if not more. I really don't like this movie. I think it has some really awkward, like, comedy and just weird sequences that just it, that make you just go what the fuck at the screen, especially in the first maybe 30 minutes of this movie. It just has some of the most weirdest, oddest stuff in this entire franchise. And watching this time around, this movie is supposed to be self-aware. It's taking it to a whole new level. But then, like, putting the comedy aside, like the way this movie is lit looks terrible. Like, all of the gore um, looks quite bad, especially like the first kill scene that we see at the beginning of the movie. I thought that honestly looked horrendous. Like, some of the gore in like the second and the third act when they're stranded in the swamp, like, some of that looks pretty good. As for the direction, like, this movie just like feels like the first three movies. It's a completely inconsistent tone. Yeah, this movie didn't really do much for me, to be honest. Like, I went into it open minded, and I was going to go along with the silly, self aware ride that this movie was going to be, but I just found myself bored because, like, the first three movies I think have better kills, they're better directed, better written. Like, that is one positive I can say. As far as the character continuation, they did in this one with him having a novel this time around called Survivor. Like, I thought that was a pretty cool, character direction to take this franchise, but then they really don't do much with his character besides him going back to the swamp and him having to face Victor Crowley again, and him doing tons of press and bringing back those bad memories. Like, they don't really do much with his character outside of that. And all the characters in this movie are like, not that I was expecting good characters, because, like, the first three movies, you're not really there to see, you're not really there for a character story. You're there to see Victor Crowley fuck people up, and that's what the first three movies succeeded in. But this movie, yeah, I wasn't a fan, guys. I really wasn't a fan.